start by acknowledging that we're meeting on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay my respect to their elders past and present. This book by Carl would be an absolutely compelling read if it was just about the history of this area, if it was just about living in Newtown, growing up in Erskineville, the time in Waterloo, the time in Balmain, the work you did, the schools you went to, the people you met, the friendships you formed. That would be a compelling read all on its own. But this book has another story, and that's the story of two little boys who were abandoned by their parents, left to their fate, and what happened to them because the two people that they should have trusted to look after them didn't. And then there's another story, and that's the story of the institutionalised, regular, organised criminal paedophilia that happened in the boys' homes, not so far from here, walking distance from where we are right now. And the impunity felt by the criminals who felt they could do whatever they liked to these tiny, vulnerable children in their care. And for many, many years they were right. And Carl, one thing I want to say to you about this book, you say in the book more than once that you wish you'd been braver and spoken up as a child and spoken to Ray Weir or one of the adults, one of the very few adults you could have trusted at the time. You told the stories of the little boys who did try and speak up and the way they were treated when they did. And it's no wonder that nobody spoke up. And I don't want you ever to think that you weren't brave enough. No. I don't want you to think that either. This is a story of a time that we have to put behind us as a nation, a time when children weren't believed, when they told adults that they should have been able to trust what was happening to them. And the Senate Community Affairs Committee that you spoke to in the early 2000s, 2004, the work that came out of that, and more recently the Royal Commission into Institutional Responses to Child Sexual Abuse, I hope has changed this country permanently so that no child will ever be able to go to an adult and tell their story and not be believed. I think it's incredibly brave what you've done in telling this story, and in the way that you've encouraged and supported other boys who were abused to tell their stories, because it isn't just healing for those individuals, it's a fundamental shift in our national consciousness. People who haven't lived this cannot believe that it can happen. I remember as a child, my next door neighbour saying about a little girl, we know that her daddy has sex with her, and I said, that's not true, daddies don't do that. Girl's just a child. I think that unless you have lived this, there was a time when no one could believe such evil was so common and so prevalent and so organised in the way that it went about its business. I want to finish on this thought, that there is something just incredible about you as a human, Carl, that you have gone through all of this. And so strongly throughout this book, you talk about why you are able to love and form a family with Beryl and have your beautiful children and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren, how you were able to give love and hope and support to the men who contacted you when you were working on the reunion for the boys' home. There is something so deeply and profoundly good and wholesome about you. I don't know where it comes from, but if we could bottle it, we'd be a richer nation.